Hi there, welcome to the Healthy Church Staff Podcast. My name's Todd Rhoades, one of the co-founders over at chemistrystaffing.com, and today we're diving into the messy and, sometimes beautiful, often frustrating world of persuasion. Okay, now as pastors and ministry leaders, we're in the business of changing hearts and minds. That's what we all got into this for, is life change. At least I hope so. But we want people to embrace the gospel. We want people to grow in their faith and ultimately to live lives that reflect Christ's love. Hopefully we're doing that and modeling that, but we also want to teach and train and encourage other people to do that. And yet we often rely on facts and logic and scripture to make our case. But what if I told you that facts alone aren't enough to change people's minds? I think we know that. But what if I told you if friendship and connection and belonging are even more powerful tools for persuasion than the most airtight argument? Particularly, hear me out here, theological arguments, okay? I see a lot of people, particularly online, arguing theology, and there's not much community there. There's not much relationship there. Matter of fact, a lot of times there's no relationship there. They just start off trying to prove a point, and I don't know that anybody's mind ever changes. There's a growing body of research out there that suggests that our beliefs are really deeply intertwined with our social identities. We tend to adopt our views of our tribe, the people that we're hanging around with, the people that we trust, the people that we identify with. And going even a little further, when faced with information that goes against that maybe challenges our beliefs, we're more likely to dig in our heels and defend our position rather than change our minds. Matter of fact, for me, sometimes it's hard for me to change my mind I dig in my heels even when I'm starting to be convinced that I'm most probably wrong on this thing. This all has really profound implications on how we approach ministry. It simply means that presenting people with facts, even biblical facts, hear me here, even preaching facts may not, in fact, probably not going to be enough to convince them. We have to go deeper. We have to build relationships in order to foster that trust and to create a sense of believing. That's when change really happens. That's when you get an opportunity to really speak into somebody's life. So how do we do that? You say, I hear you. You're saying, Todd, how do I do that? Here are some tips. Okay, I've got 5 tips for you here. First of all, prioritize relationships. And this is, can I be honest with you? This is really hard for me. I am a flaming introvert. Yeah, I know, believe it or not. I feel much more comfortable behind this microphone sitting at my desk than I do at a party mixer, for sure. Anybody that's been to a party mixer with me would testify to that. Absolutely, I'm out of my comfort zone there. But prioritize relationship. Get to know the people you're trying to reach. And if you're an introvert like me, you have to work really hard at doing this. You can do it. And once I know somebody, I love it. It's just the small talk and the ice breaking and all the getting to know. Anyway, I'm getting off course here. But get to know the people you're trying to reach. Listen to their stories. Understand their struggles. Show concern, genuine care and concern for people. And that goes a long way. Number 2, create spaces for dialogue. Don't just preach at people. Invite them into conversations. Ask questions. Listen to their perspectives. And be willing to challenge your own assumptions. We can learn something from everyone. Even those with MDivs and DMins need to learn from people. You should always be learning. All right, so that's number 2, create spaces for dialogue. Number 3, build bridges, not walls. Look for common ground. Even those, this is continuing the previous point, even those who hold different beliefs have things that we can learn from. Focus on shared values and shared experiences. Now, I know you can't do that all the time, but when you can, build bridges, not walls. Number 4, show grace and compassion. Remember that people are more than their opinions. Treat them with dignity, respect, and love, even when you disagree. And I've found the older I get, in this area, I'm going to go off on a tangent here just a bit. In showing grace and compassion, here's what I've come to learn. I've come to learn that I have no idea what someone is dealing with. I have no idea what their inner struggles are. I have no idea what their sin struggles are. I have no idea what's going on with them personally or relationally. I have no idea how hurt they are. I have no idea what their past is and how they've been burned by other pastors or the church. All I see is the way that they're acting and the way that I feel like I need to either pull away or pull closer. But this showing grace and compassion, man, that's huge and important. And you just have to remember that you don't know everything that's going on. There's probably, people do things for reasons, and we need to, regardless, treat them with dignity and respect and love. Excuse me, especially when you disagree. And then number 5, hopefully you're doing this already, but live out your faith. Be an example, a living example of the love and the grace of which you preach. People are more likely to be persuaded by your actions than by your words. Okay, so here's your bottom line. Changing hearts and minds is not about winning arguments. It's not about proving points. If you want to reach people for Jesus, it's not just about giving them information so that they can accept the gospel. There's much more to it. It's about building relationships. It's about fostering trust and creating a community where people can feel safe to explore their faith, to ask questions, and ultimately to change their mind. If you're struggling to connect with your congregation or looking for ways to foster deepened relationships, don't hesitate to reach out to us. We've got some people on our team that are great at helping mentor and even do some life coaching. You can reach out to us and me anytime, podcast@chemistrystaffing.com. I'm here to help you in any way that we can. So remember, as I let you go today, and you've heard this before, people don't care how much until they know how much you care. That sounds really sappy, doesn't it? But seriously, let's head out today and lead with love. Let's build bridges, friendship as much as we can, and let's sit back and watch as God does his thing through our relationships to change other people's hearts and minds, but also to change our hearts and minds. Go do it.